Hey everyone, hope you're all okay today. So as you can tell by my makeupless face, I am going to be doing an everyday makeup routine. I'm really excited to do this because the last one I filmed was back in May time, I think, and obviously my makeup has completely changed since then, as kind of how I apply it and stuff like that, and also it's a different time of year, so I'm wearing different makeup, so I hope that you enjoy it. I believe it worse for wear today, so please excuse any just general blehness of my appearance. I went out last night because I had finished all my essays, which is also the reason that I haven't really been doing many videos so far in January, so hopefully that is going to change from today because I've got lots more time now. So to crack on, this look is, I don't know, my current makeup look is quite spring-like actually because I'm just bored of winter already, so it's going to be quite fresh, revolved around kind of waking me up, which is good for today, and I don't know, going for like a bit more of a neutral eye and a bolder lip just because that's what I'm doing at the moment. So I'm going to start by applying my Rimmel Fix and Perfect Pro Primer, which is something that never really changes in my routine, just like a moisturiser all over my face, like so. And I'm kind of changing the setup of my makeup videos so that I have my mirror there, like above the camera, which means that I can look directly at the camera all the time, which I'm kind of hoping will be better for you because you can see how I apply things more easily. And then I'm going to take some Monu under eye cream and pop that under my eyes as well, just to kind of help banish any under eye circles. Okay, and now what I always do to get a bit more extra coverage is put my concealer, which is the Collection 2000 Lasting Perfection Concealer. That never changes either. I put a bit on underneath my foundation because I find it lasts longer. I haven't actually got any like current spots at the moment, which is quite lucky, but I have a bit of kind of redness and old scarring and stuff that I like to cover up. So I just dab it on and pat it in. And yeah, I do find that this makes it last a lot longer, putting on before foundation and a little bit after if you need it. I might not be quite as precise today because the mirror is quite far away, but you'll get the general idea. And also it's really good to do this before your foundation to fill in your pores, and this concealer is really good at filling in any open pores. So once I've done that, it's time to apply my foundation, and it is the Rimmel Wake Me Up. This is my everyday go-to foundation. It's so strange because in the summer I really didn't like it, and I think that might be because the light in the summer is too bright, and this contains kind of like particles that reflect the light, so I felt a bit like a glitter ball some days. So I just put one pump on the back of my hand and spread it out. I will need more than one pump, but I just start with that initially, and then I'm going to take my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, which is just the best brush for providing a good kind of like medium coverage, nice and even and natural looking. So I kind of just put it on and then make sure it's buffed in a bit. I find as well that this foundation just improves the whole look of the skin, like in no time at all. And I think, well, I picked up a new one yesterday because it very sadly ran out yesterday morning, and I got it for like £6, which is absolutely incredible considering the amount that you'd pay for a foundation that's probably about the same quality at like a MAC counter or somewhere else. Just shows that you have to give drugstore foundation a good go. Just put another like half a pump on so that I can do the upper bit of my face. Again, something that's really good about this brush, opposed to the Real Techniques buffing brush, which is something my friend Faye noticed, is that you're able to get into like the little bits of your face, so like here and on your eyes, whereas the other one's quite big, so I think it's harder to do those smaller areas. But let me know what you prefer if you have both, or if you kind of adore the buffing brush that other people do. I take it under my neck just a little bit to make sure that I haven't got the dreaded line of foundation colour. But this is a pretty good match for my skin kind of all year round really. Okay, now that's foundation done and buffed in. I'm going to do some more concealing just to make sure that we're all covered up in the imperfection area. So anything that hasn't been completely covered by the foundation, I will now go over. But yeah, normally you don't need a lot on this second go, and obviously if you're very lucky and have amazing skin, then you might not need to even use concealer. And now I'm going to take my Dream Lumi Touch concealer from Maybelline. This is amazing at illuminating your under eye circles. Just dab it on and then kind of just press it in to the eye, and this instantly just gives your eyes a little lift. Because I found that like recently I've been getting much worse under eye circles. I don't know whether I'm getting old or just kind of the stresses of uni and stuff has been getting to me a bit. Right, so now that's done, I'm just going to use some powder. I've gone back to using my Rimmel Stay Matte powder as opposed to I had the Bourjois Healthy Balance, and this is just amazing. Like, you just don't need anything but Stay Matte in your life really. It's in Sandstorm, and this is the EcoTools powder brush, and I just kind of pat it on to my T-zone and my chin. It just depends where you get oily skin and where you want your makeup to last the longest, which is in those areas for me. Right, and now we're going to go on to kind of detailing my base, which I start with the Bourjois Chocolate Bronzer. This is amazing. I must have had this for about a year now and it's still going strong. Again, like, incredible value for money. And I take this random brush. I've had it for ages, but it's perfect for like contouring. So take that, and this is in 51, which is the light shade, and then I pull a really attractive face and contour. I do love using bronzer in the summer because in the summer and the winter, just because I feel like it adds a bit of glow to an otherwise kind of pasty complexion. And then I normally take my powder brush again from EcoTools and put it under my chin, kind of on my neck, to make sure that my neck and my face are all matched up. I'm going to move on to blusher now, and I absolutely love blusher. I don't know, it's one of those things that I just think you can own loads of, and it's really exciting. And I'm actually going for quite a kind of spring blusher. Got to open it with my teeth because Topshop packaging is just a bit rubbish. Yeah, this is Head Over Heels. It's like a neon-y, corally, peachy blush. It's lovely. It's a cream blush, and I'm going to apply it with my stippling brush from Real Techniques. Just put it in the product and then kind of stipple it and buff it onto the cheeks. And the reason I've gone for quite a spring pretty blush is just because I think it kind of recreates the glow you get from being out in the cold. So it is kind of wintry, and also it's just kind of pretty and fresh and wakes you up a bit more, which is good for those really dark, cold mornings. And now I'm going to move on to highlighter. It's another Topshop product. I don't know why I put it so far over. I got this for my birthday from my lovely friends, and it's Crescent Moon highlighter. As you can see, it's a gorgeous kind of peachy shade, and I normally just take this with my fingers actually. Put my finger in it so you get a nice like bit of product, and then put it like this along the cheekbones. I know I probably should use a brush for this, but I'm just not sure what brush to use, so any suggestions, let me know. And then as you can see, I'm putting on the brow bone as well, and this is just so pretty and subtle and kind of like creamy. It's a really, really lovely product. And to finish kind of the base detailing, I've got to do my eyebrows. Oh, it's running away from me. Which I'm going to use the Bare Minerals brow powder for, as always, in dark blonde to medium brown, and the Bare Minerals brow brush, which I lost and had to buy another one of, which was quite sad, but it's just such a good brow brush that I couldn't really not replace it. And I'm just gonna fill my eyebrows in. I like quite a dark brow, really. I like that kind of Cara Delevingne type look. So, and also because obviously my hair's not naturally blonde, I do have fairly dark brows. But as I said, I quite like that. I really can't tell if I'm doing this very well from where the mirror is, but it looks alright. And for every day, you don't really want them too severe. Okay, and then I'm just going to set those into place with some Vaseline. I've got the creme brulee one, just because it's like not pink and not too kind of heavily smelling, and just make sure those stay in place. So now we're going to move on to the exciting part, which is the eye makeup and the lips, where you can get creative. And I like to get creative even on a daily basis, just because it's something that I find enjoyable. And I've got quite a few different products that I got for like Christmas and my birthday that I've like been using, which is really nice and exciting. So what I do is I start with a base of Benefit Birthday Suit, which I recommend all of you get because it's just the perfect like neutral kind of your skin but better shade for your eyeshadow, and it doesn't crease and last all day. And I'm going to take it on a Real Techniques base shadow brush. I've become the owner of the Real Techniques Starter collection, I think it's called, which is like a collection of eye makeup brushes that my friend Rosie kindly gave me, which means that now I have like loads of brushes to apply all these kind of pretty shadows with. And the point of this isn't really to like do a lot, like you might not be able to see it that well on camera, but in real life it creates kind of a nice, I don't know, a beige shade, kind of like a doughy, like a doe-eyed shade. Like I remember reading that Victoria's Secret models, they wear like a neutral shadow that you can't really tell that you're wearing, just to kind of, I don't know, give you a really nice natural look. And then I'm going to take it under the eye as well a little bit, because I think that looks quite pretty too. And this is a good brush to do it with. Right, and then just make sure that it's blended like at the top. And you can kind of take it as high as you want. It depends on how big your lids are, but mine tends to go fairly high because I have quite big eyelids. So now I've done my beige shadow and just kind of give a pretty, it's a really subtle shimmer as well, but yeah, it's just amazing. I'm going to stop raving about it now and get on with the next part, which is my eyeliner. Now, I always dread doing this because it's quite hard to do under time pressure, but I'll try my best. And what I'm really into at the moment is kind of retro wing liner, rather than lining like the whole eye. I'll just do the top, but like with a big flick. That's kind of what I like, and I like it with like collared shirts and stuff. So I'm gonna give that a go and see if it goes well. So you start quite thin there, and then bring it to the end and flick. And it's really up to you how thick you want your line and how flicked you want your line. I quite like a dramatic eye look, so I keep it quite big and flicky. And I know that Beauty Crush has, oh, got it in my hair, that's not a good look. Beauty Crush has done a really good tutorial on how to do good wing liner. Now I finished my retro kind of thick wing liner, I'm going to put some more eyeliner on, but kind of different. So first of all, I'm going to put the Rimmel Scandalise Waterproof Mascara. I'm sorry, my brain is so like cotton wool today. Yeah, it's an eyeliner and they're absolutely amazing. It's a nude shade, and basically you just pop it in the waterline, which neutralises redness. And then what I also like to do is take the Rimmel, it's all rubbed off, I think it's the Rimmel Soft Kohl, and it's just in black. And basically, if you're not really satisfied with just having a thick kind of wing liner on top, you can just pop a bit of this kind of in the lash line, the lower lash line opposed to the waterline. And it just adds a little bit of definition to the lower lash line as well as the top one. And then we finish off the eyes by doing mascara, and the one I'm using at the moment is the Benefit They're Real, which is incredible and I do think gives quite a good false lash effect. This is just a mini one, and as you can see the wand is great and it has like a little spiky ball on the end for like adding extra definition of the lashes. I'm just going to go ahead and apply a few coats of that. I know that this might not be the most subtle look that you'd expect for an everyday, but it's not kind of like everyday lounging around the house. It is what I would do for going out to, I don't know, uni or even for drinks, stuff like that. I don't know. I'm kind of someone that likes to do quite a bit to their makeup on an everyday basis anyway. But yeah, once you've got kind of however many coats you want to put on of mascara, then it is just lip product, and I've been really getting into like statement lips, so I'm going to be using something really bright for maybe an everyday look, but it's the Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain in Lovesick, and I showed this in my Christmas video because I got it for Christmas. I absolutely love these. I think one of the best lip products ever invented, because they last so long and they're so easy to apply and they just look gorgeous and pigmented. And I've been loving bright pink because I think I've worn my berry one and my red one so much, and also like peachy shades so much. I'm kind of just like, I just want bright pink, and I quite like kind of a more statement lip and then like a more neutral eye, and just kind of like clashing. So I've got a navy shirt and I just fancy wearing this today, so I'm going to go ahead and apply that. And it's just so easy to apply. My only complaint is that they do smell kind of like medicine-y. I don't know, if they could just improve the scent, they would be the perfect thing, but the scent doesn't translate to the lips. So, you know, you can't really, it doesn't really bother you beyond applying it. So yeah, I think that's kind of just like a bit of a statement lip today, but obviously you could just wear like a nude lip or a peachy lip or something a bit more subtle if you wanted. So yeah, I always finish as well with my vitamin E face mist, just a few spritzes of that to set your makeup and leave it feeling a little bit more dewy. So that is it. I can kind of sort my hair out a bit now. That's my everyday makeup routine that I've been doing lately. Yeah, quite fresh and bright, but kind of something nice for the gloom and doom of January. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and let me know what you think, and please subscribe, rate and comment as always, and put any like video responses to any everyday makeup routines that you might have, and have a lovely day. Bye!